Oh, that's hot. Kind of burns while it goes down. Good morning, it's Sunday, 31st of January. Cyclocross Worlds happened this weekend. I saw the women's race. Spoiler alert, it's like a Dutch training ride. First corner. Hey, I'm in the race. Oh, never mind. See you next year. Haven't watched the men's race yet this year. As you can see from the bedhead, I just got up. It's morning coffee. So I'm going to watch the race here shortly. I bet a guy with a Van in his last name wins the race. That's my pre-race prediction. You guys cool with that? You know, speaking of cyclocross worlds, I got to get something off my chest. Watching the women's race yesterday, I'm a subscriber to any basically opportunity to watch bike racing. And of course, I subscribe to Flow Bikes. Hi, Flow Bikes. I got a little bone to pick with you guys. If you're a subscriber to Flow Bikes, you probably know what I'm about to talk about. Flow Bikes has, very similar to what Netflix would have, a little opening screen, welcome screen kind of a thing like that, you know, they want to show you that they actually cover sports, which you've subscribed to. And yesterday, while logging on to watch the women's race, I log on, and what should be there but an image of somebody being interviewed after the race with a medal around their neck. I do believe that the job of Flow Bikes is to not tell me who won the race before the actual race has been viewed, which I'm paying for. If I wanted to find out who won, I would just accidentally log onto my phone upon waking up and have everybody congratulating that rider as if they know them personally. Dear Flow Bikes, do not make me scroll through your opening screen like I am experiencing a scene from Bird Box. Child, boy, which way do I scroll to get to the race? Oh, but Dad, I've already seen the event. Shut up, don't tell me who won. This is why we had you. Flow Bikes, get your shit together, and please don't show me who won the race. I know that the interview you were showing wasn't the person who won the race, but it was a person who medaled, and you've done this before. That's my bone to pick for this week. Speaking of this week, Coffee and Comments, new thing coming to you right here. I'm Pat, and what we're going to be doing to you is coming to you with recommendations, ideas, things like that we might be able to provide you with. It'll help you get through all your training, your racing, any type of entertainment type of things like that. So prepared for that, prepared for me with my random cups of coffee exiting the scene in my bedhead. So I just get up on Sunday mornings and I'm doing this for you guys. There you are. So speaking of recommendations, for many of you guys like me, you're stuck training indoors this time of year. Unless you're one of those type of people who, doesn't have a day job. Or maybe you just completely neglect your spouse and go out and ride whatever you want to, expecting your spouse to be at home, standing there with an energy drink or recovery drink and some sort of martini glass. Hi, honey. How was your ride? You know who you are. Don't do that. That's not a marriage. It's a rental agreement. But recommendations to get you through this time of year. We spend a lot of time on our trainers this time of year. And you know what? You don't have to sit there and stare at the screen of Zwift or another workout program or anything like that. You can actually double it up. That's what I'm doing. I'm two-fisting my training. Computer off to one side, TV off to the other, watching movies, listening to music, all those kind of things. So my recommendations for you guys this week for entertainment purposes to get you through the training are, number one, Apple TV. If you have a subscription to Apple TV, check out Ted Lasso. Funny, irreverent, good cast, witty, emotional at times, but it's a good show. Recommend it. Highly recommend. Jason Sudeikis, Never thought a guy would. By the way, I was the first with the mustache. I had it there, but Jason Sudeikis does a really good job with the show, and I think it's a really fun show. So try out Ted Lasso. If you have already, tell me what you think of Ted Lasso. Another recommendation, WandaVision. If you haven't tried WandaVision on Disney Plus, I know I'm making you guys subscribe to a lot of different channels, but you're cyclists. You have disposable income. Just don't buy a tire this month. You can subscribe to like 12 different channels. Try out WandaVision. Interesting. You're going to have to let a couple episodes go through, though, because they're only about 20-some minute episodes, and why get on a bike if you're only getting on for 20 minutes, right? So let a couple episodes go and then catch up. If you're old school like me, you'll notice the Dick Van Dyke references, the Bewitched references, Brady Bunch references, all kinds of great old school show references in that show. It's really interesting, and it's getting interesting. Personally, I'm 4 episodes in. Things are getting kind of cool. There we go. TV recommendations. How about a listening recommendation for those of you guys who like to read but really don't want to do it while you're on your bike because Well, try out Audible. Obviously, audiobooks, great way to go with it. A small subscription fee, and may I recommend the Neil Gaiman. I think it's Gaiman. Phil Gaiman, Neil Gaiman. Recommend the Neil Gaiman books. Anything by this guy. Really great stuff. And most importantly, the Sandman series. If you haven't tried out the Sandman series, full cast recordings, all kinds of different voices, sound effects, music, intro and outro. It's like a movie for your brain, which is in essence what a book is. So try that one out. Really strong recommendations for that. So those are my audio and video recommendations for you guys to get through your training. Try to keep up with it. You guys, I promise you can do it. All right? Last but not least, this is a new segment. Well, this whole thing's a new segment. This is a new segment where I'd like to call this my irrational fuck you of the week. This week's irrational fuck you has nothing to do with the sport of cycling. I have a problem with the Charmin Bears. You know them. Yeah, the commercials with the Charmin Bears, right? Red bears, blue bears. First of all, is it the same family? Are they red and they blue? Are they trying to do some sort of a political thing? Am I supposed to go Antifa or MAGA on my toilet paper? I don't know. Second of all, with these Charmin Bears, here's the issue. We're supposed to assume that the Charmin Bears are a family of bears living in a house, right? They go to work, they go to school, they make a mortgage payment. Fine, I will suspend my disbelief and allow Charmin Bears to exist. Okay, here's the deal though. They're walking around. They're not wearing any clothes. Did you see the one commercial where the kid's actually not wiping his ass properly and so he's rubbing it around on all the furniture? Disgusting. That has nothing. I understand you're trying to sell me toilet paper, but at what point am I going to go, hey, son, I notice you're not wiping very well. Gee, Dad, how can you tell? Well, there's shit all over the dining room furniture. Go back and try again. Fuck you, Charmin Bears. Fuck you. Toilet paper is a sensitive issue these days. Fuck you. That's coffee and comments for this week. Send me your comments, your thoughts, your recommendations, your ideas to the email below. We'll keep them coming. See you next week. Now I'm going to go watch Crossworlds. Honey, could you do me a favor? Yeah, turn on the TV.